At home in Utah, the Jazz never fail to go out of their way to look good and their best. Here was their entrance to the arena earlier on. It's Friday night, and live on 2K Sports, we're going to bring you the NBA in all its excitement. With Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. And joining us on the sidelines, another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. Already it's February. Hard to believe. Let's see how the West is matching up. Look at Oklahoma City. They've got their eye on the #1 seed as the season moves into the final stretch. Currently first place in the standings, and guys showing no signs of letting up. And, of course, there's Utah. They have a lot of ground to make up. So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. The 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Holmgren and Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. And it's Williams at the 3 spot. And for the Jazz, in it forward, it's going to be Markkanen and Collins. Collier out there with Clarkson. And it's George in at the center, locking down the middle. Doris, in this one, we've got 2 very good shooting teams that love to focus on that 3 ball.
Well, there are certain organizations that lean heavily into this age of analytics. Both of these teams like to value the shots you most want. That's at the rim and now the 3-point perimeter opportunity. So let it fly, guys.
Just 5 to shoot, and it's blocked by Gilgeous-Alexander. Dort passes to Williams. And here is Gilgeous-Alexander. To the middle, here's Holmgren.
And attacking the rim. Holmgren making excellent use of that height inside.
Here's the Jazz with the ball. Last game matched up with the Clippers. A tough loss there.
Yeah, so close in that one, but that's of no solace to the players. They played their hearts out.
You know what? Sometimes you play a great game and lose. What you hope happens, though, is it toughens them up a bit mentally, and they figure out how to close it out next time.
And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for Oklahoma City. Their last encounter was in Oklahoma City.
Yeah, and in winning that last game, they attacked the basket aggressively. Drew a lot of fouls in that game.
2 things are a product of that. 1, you shoot a ton of freebies. 2, the other team goes deep into its rotation. Neither one of those 2 things is going to work.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
Right. He stays connected, and great timing on the contest.
Here's Dort, and he converts the layup.
Listen, that is all you can do defensively. Lou Dort, at times, is just going to make tough shots.
Well, Greg, over the last few seasons, one area of consistency for the Jazz has been their rebounding.
Yeah, and they have some size, and they make controlling the boards a focal point. When you're playing Utah, you better be ready to put a body on somebody.
Shoots. It's Chet Holmgren with the rebound.
Boy, just 1 for 4. A little brisky right now.
Here we are sizing up GA Jalen Williams, and his shooting has got to be his biggest strength.
Absolutely. He's great at spacing the floor for his teammates with his catch-and-shoot abilities, but he's equally gifted shooting off the dribble.
When you talk about Jalen Williams, Doris, is it fair to say this guy has superstar-level potential?
Without a doubt, Kevin. Jalen Williams is a 3-level scorer. He's fearless in the clutch. He has the hunger to keep improving, and he can be a lockdown defender. He's got all the tools to reach the level you're talking about.
Doris, do you think the Oklahoma City Thunder has the best young core in the NBA?
Well, they are absolutely loaded with talent, Kevin. Not only that, they fit together. Now they've got a perennial MVP because Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has inserted himself into the best player in the game conversation, and a rising star in Chet Holmgren. Look out. What I love about Jalen Williams, he makes his presence felt on the game. Athleticism, tireless work ethic, and offensive skills that are just blossoming with each repetition.
And Will Hardy is called timeout. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. This pause in the action gives us a chance to see the teams that have scored the most points off turnovers this month. Second, the Thunder.
They're taking advantage of every mistake that their opponents are making. I mean, they're really converting points off those turnovers.
If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Outside, George. Pass to Collier. Kicks it out to Markkanen. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Deep 2 from Clarkson. Another miss by Utah.
Boy, the offensive flow just isn't there right now. 1 for 5 to start the game.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And that one is good from Hartenstein.
Boy, 4 for 4 to get things started. Must have been a good shoot-around this morning.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thanks, Kevin. Talked to Will Hardy a little while ago, and he knows this team has its hands full going up against Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Coach said Shai is one of the best in the league when it comes to scoring off the bounce. And when he's not scoring, he's kicking it out to an open teammate. So we have to make sure our rotations are quick. We'll see how the defense responds, Kevin.
Thanks so much, David. That one is off. And well over halfway into the season now, GA, how much have the rookies changed since the start of the season?
Kevin, most are completely different players, right? The foundation was there, but they know their role on the team, and it's more about refining their game than learning it.
Walker Kessler, he's checked in for Jordan Clarkson. He hits the second from the line. Well, the ascension of Jalen Williams, Doris, has been swift and very fun to watch.
Oh, absolutely, Kevin. He became very quickly in his second season a number 2 option and, frankly, borderline 1A option. And it's not just his offensive game, Kevin. This guy has become a stout defender. He's got the perfect NBA frame, and he fits in personality-wise.
Hits the three-point bomb.
But you can see this team depends on Markkanen to space the floor, delivers with the range 3 there.
Markkanen against Williams. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Now, here's George. It's rebounded by Hartenstein. There's a minute 47 left in the first quarter. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Dort with a screen for Gilgeous-Alexander. That's no good. Couldn't get his first shot to go. Here's Collier, defended by Dort. Now Markkanen. On the wing, George. He has yet to score.
SGA, an outstanding defender, that time sends it back.
Here's Dort. The rebound by Collier. Jazz trail by 5. Outside, George. Lobbed up there for Collins. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Just tremendous recognition from Collins there. Sees an opportunity to be a target at the rim, and his teammate puts it on time.
Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Dort. Hartenstein against Kessler. Hartenstein passes to Williams. Drills it from outside. Williams has got 6.
What confidence by Jalen Williams. Just ready in the catch-and-shoot situation, saying, I'm going to get this off before you can do anything about it.
Now, here's Collins. 17 points for him last game against the Clippers.
And the other thing, guys, he really got after it on the backboard. What a complete game for this guy.
Utah shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good.
Name a type of shot Keontae George can hit it. More than capable of scoring at all 3 levels.
A different look for Utah. Filipowski, he's checked in for John Collins. Clarkson comes in for Lauri Markkanen. And it's Colin Sexton in for Collier. And a new group getting ready for Oklahoma City. Williams, he's checked in for Hartenstein. Wiggins comes in for Chet Holmgren. Cason Wallace, he's checked in for Dort. And it's Alex Caruso in for Gilgeous-Alexander. Now here's Williams. 6 points for him. And he gets it to go.
Yeah, I mean, Jalen Williams got as great a basketball frame as you could hope for. That's strength right there.
Clarkson outside. From outside the arc. It's not going to go for him. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Thunder out in front, leading by 6. From the Delta Center, it's the NBA on 2K Sports. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. What stands out to you from Oklahoma City in this one?
Playing inside out in that first quarter led to some high percentage shots in the paint.
It is great when you can get that established early, because to me it opens up every other aspect of your game.
And so Clarkson will bring it up for Utah. They trail by 6. Sexton is the point. Clarkson is in at 2. Walker Kessler is out there with Filipowski. And it sends the ball in at the small forward position. That's the group for Utah getting going here in the second. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, the Thunder take it one step at a time. All-star Shai Gilgeous-Alexander says, I think we all stay in the moment, and that's why we've been able to get better. Attack the day, the program in front of us. We all have the right intentions and want to win at the end of the day. Kevin?
A bad attitude growing by leaps and bounds. Thank you, David. Basket good. Clarkson's got 4 points in the quarter.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
You know, Greg, thinking back to the glory days in Utah, they went to back-to-back finals in 97 and 98.
Unfortunately, though, Kevin, that Stockton-Malone era, they just couldn't overcome the dynastic Bulls. The Jazz still searching for that first NBA title.
Now, here's Clarkson. After the miss from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Sensabaugh. 6 on the shot clock. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Greg, every year, injuries are a huge factor in shaping the title race. And I'm guessing that teams should probably put more of a premium on durability. What do you think?
Well, Kevin, I think all GMs take that into account. A team wants to be confident it'll have a stable roster over the course of a long season.
And they now lead as the free throw drops for him. Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. Wallace up on top. He's covered by Clarkson. Wallace looking for an opening. And it's sent back by Kessler.
Such a disruptive defender, Kessler, one of the best shot blockers this league has to offer.
Pass to Filipowski. You know, when you talk about this Jazz team, Doris, you have to mention head coach Will Hardy.
You certainly do, Kevin, because remember, he came from the Boston Celtics organization. He also had a history in San Antonio. He is known as an excellent tactician. He does an incredible job scouting. Utah always one of the best prepared teams in the league.
He's off on the first. A different look for Utah. John Collins comes in for Walker Kessler. And Georgia subbed in for Jordan Clarkson. The Thunder also changing it up. Hartenstein comes in for Williams. And it's Dort in for Wallace. Good on the second free throw. The Thunder have gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second quarter. They could use a bucket, and Gilgeous-Alexander throws it down.
I love when Shea does not just settle for a layup. Finish with authority. What a pretty dunk.
And Will Hardy calls timeout here. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. Walker Kessler, he's checked in for the Jazz. Taking high percentage shots has been this group's specialty. On your screen now are this month's field goal percentage leaders. You look at Kessler, leading the league in field goal percentage. He always gets good looks.
It would be hard to imagine him shooting the ball much better than he has. He has been on fire.
George against Gilgeous-Alexander. Collins a screen on Caruso. Down low, Collins wide open, he fires. Knocks down the 10-footer. Collins has got the lead up to 2 now for the Jazz. Caruso looking for an opening. To the paint. Here's Wiggins. It's up and it's off the mark. He's 0 for 1. Lobbed up there for Collins. It's stolen by Dort. And here's the fast break. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Utah with the rebound.
This has not been a good period for this guy. Out of sync, not letting the game come to him. He's got to settle down and make shots.
That one drops for him.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Gilgeous-Alexander finds Wiggins. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. And the dunk by Hartenstein.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Well, credit him for going for it, not settling, saying, I'm going to attack.
Here's Sensabaugh. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Clippers. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Sexton, and Utah again with the bucket.
A much better quarter for them shooting the ball.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. For the Thunder, Chet Holmgren, he's checked in for Aaron Wiggins. Jalen Williams comes in for Alex Caruso. And it's Cason Wallace in for Gilgeous-Alexander. Thunder trailing by 4. Williams passes to Holmgren. Pass to Dort. It's stolen. And here comes the break. Here's Collier. Gets that one to fall after missing his first 2. 1 for 3 from the field.
And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick 2 at the other end.
Now here's Holmgren. 11 points for him in that last game against Minnesota.
And equally impressive on the backboards. I thought his rebounding was huge.
Here's George. And he can't jam it through.
Oh, no excuse for a guy of his caliber. You've got to finish that slam. Got to be a little embarrassed by that one.
Collins against Holmgren. Williams a screen on Collins. Now here's Holmgren from the arc. A three-pointer is right on target. Holmgren's got 5 points so far. Clarkson looking for an opening. Collins setting the pick for Clarkson. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Clarkson's got the lead back up to 6 now for Utah. Holmgren with a screen on Markkanen. Pass to Holmgren. Back to Williams. Three-pointer, and the three ball is good. 11 points in the game.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Here's Dort. He's guarded by Markkanen. Here's Hartenstein. The rebound by Collier.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
Puts up a deep 3. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Jazz lead by 3. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, John. You are having your way inside the paint. What's allowing you to be so effective?
My teammates are finding me. I think I'm doing a good job of trying to, play with energy, run the floor, roll hard, and being an athlete above the rim. And I think, like I said, my teammates are finding me. I'm doing a good job of finishing.
You are certainly being available to your team. Thanks very much. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
Hello, folks. Is this the halftime show? Yes, it is. And kicking it off, let's quickly look at the Western Conference standings.
I think for the Jazz, they hear the clock. Trying to coast through the season straight into the playoffs? Not how it works, fellas. They don't have the talent to pull that off. The effort has got to be there.
And let's review how things are going for the Jazz. They find themselves in a tight one here at the half.
Without the points they've gotten off the bench, this game wouldn't be as close as it is. Can you count on that in the second half? It's debatable, man.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see who's in the game for them down the stretch. Thanks for joining us. Now let's toss it to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second half.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. One of the stories here, Jalen Williams getting it done today.
And you know he's going to put up points every time out, but boy, he made it look so easy in that first half.
Now let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
Utah leading by 3. Here's who Mark Daigneault is going to put out there to start the second half. The 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Holmgren and Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. And it's Williams at the 3. Oklahoma City has gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. The 7th pick in 2017, Lauri Markkanen. Almost a throw-in that Donovan Mitchell trade.
That's incredible to think of now in the context of this guy becoming an all-star in his own right, Kevin. I mean, Markkanen is a 7-footer who's got efficient offensive numbers, like 50, 40, 90 type numbers. He is an uncommon talent.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you. Jalen Williams is a do-it-all dynamo for the Thunder. Coach Mark Daigneault said, we've cross-matched him onto centers. He'll shift him to a point guard. It's hard to explain how impactful that is for you. You have a great offensive player that you're also moving all over the lineup. Kevin?
DA, the versatility. That is pretty special. That's good from George.
Well, Keontae George, guys, a talented backcourt guy. He can create off the dribble. He can make snappy passes. Everything you want in a combo guard.
And George drops them both. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for Oklahoma City. Outside, Dort. Pass to Williams for the tie. Knocks down the 3-ball. Williams has got it all tied up now for Oklahoma City.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
And Will Hardy has called timeout. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. And while we can now, let's check in on the top scoring rookies in the NBA. Keontae George is second.
Well, coming in, you wondered how his talent would translate at this level in terms of scoring. And I've got to say, apparently, it's translating pretty well.
Clarkson dishes to George. Jazz passing it around. The shot off that time. Good D by Gilgeous-Alexander. Dort passes to Williams. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that, Williams has got 5 points in the quarter. Pass to Markkanen. Here's Collier. Collins with it. Defended by Holmgren. Back to Collins. Now here is George. 5 on the clock. Collins setting the big for George. Three-pointer, Markkanen. The Jazz again can't hit it.
And they start the second half with 3 straight misses.
Dort kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. And Gilgeous-Alexander throws it down.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
Boy, and not just the aggression, the ability to get to the rim, but how about the finish with intention?
Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. Dort finds Williams. Wing shot on the way. And it's John Collins with the rebound.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
And when you look at John Collins' advanced numbers, Doris, they jump off the page.
Yeah, probably the advanced numbers you're referencing, Kevin. Offensive rating, true shooting percentage. And when you look at it through that lens, Collins is absolutely able to score from a variety of spots on the floor, and the guy's an absolute terror on the glass.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
George with the screen on Williams. There's Markkanen. Bucket is good. Markkanen's got 5 points so far.
Boy, he's got so much length that under duress, still able to finish. Go ahead, Lauri Markkanen.
Pass to Holmgren. Outside Williams. And here is George. Holmgren in the corner. 6 to shoot. And a wide open look for Gilgeous-Alexander. Bangs home the trifecta. He's got 9.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And Will Hardy is called timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. So it's both teams making substitutions here. .146 left in the third. And taken away by Wallace. And the Thunder pushing it up now.
Quick job of getting up the floor and creating early offense.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
Sexton dishes to Markkanen. There's the double team with George. Stewart against Sexton. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That one on George.
Well, you love the fearless nature of Colin Sexton. Forces the issue, gets himself to the free throw line.
And we'll get a look at how the hustle stat game has been going for the Thunder.
They have been a wrecking ball defensively, coming up with steals, being active with their hands, and just doing a terrific job of disrupting the rhythm.
And also, guys, the tenacity they've shown on the defensive end has been something else. Look at how many blocks they've tallied thus far.
And how about the explosiveness of Sexton, a crafty floor general who is consistent in how hard he attacks the defense.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. Wiggins is checked in, and Sexton drops them both.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
Caruso sets the screen for Williams. And it's Williams finishing it off.
It doesn't matter what position Jalen Williams happens to be playing on any given night. This guy's a force offensively.
Inside, Filipowski, and down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Here's Williams. Markkanen with the block.
That's the length of Lauri Markkanen making a difference at the defensive end.
Markkanen a screen on Caruso. Sexton for 3. Sinks the triple. Sexton's got 7 points in the game.
This guy a tough cover for any defender. Creative and assertive scoring the ball.
Here's Williams. And the layup's good off the glass. And the Thunder lead by 4.
This guy has been a catalyst for them all game long. What a job leading them to this lead.
Sexton against Caruso. Now Sexton. And it goes down 2 points. Sexton's got 7 points for the quarter.
Showing the quickness right there. Just tough to keep up with it.
And so it's Jalen Williams making things happen for Oklahoma City. His production has been flowing as he's tallied 20 points and looks to be planning for more. Back to the action in just a minute. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Well, this is exactly what you're looking for from your point guard. Survey the floor, serve it up on time and on target.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. They've got Filipowski. He's out there with Walker Kessler. And it's Springer in at the two-guard spot. That's the group right now for Utah. Now, here's Sexton. Pass to Sensabaugh. Here's Caruso. Rips down the breakaway slam.
And you've got to wonder just how big those points are going to be. A swing like that could decide the outcome.
Sexton against Gilgeous-Alexander. And that's a foul called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And that'll be his third foul so far. The Jazz making a switch here. Juzang's checked in. Oklahoma City on D. 4-point game. And they're running. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Williams. Kessler with the rebound.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over it.
Kessler a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Lets it go with a three. Offensive rebound. Pass to Sensabaugh. Williams with the block. And he recovers it. And he gets it back. The Thunder leading by 4. Here's Wallace. Knocks down the 10-footer. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter. Here's Sensabaugh. Sexton with a screen on Caruso. Launches it. And Colin Sexton with the three. Sexton's got 10 points here in the second half.
Colin Sexton has proven to be a very capable three-point shooter. Boy, you better be there to contest.
And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
Williams, he's checked in for Utah. Jang, he's checked in for the Thunder. Williams looking over the floor. Just 4 to shoot. Shoots over Caruso. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Wallace outside. Pass to Wiggins. Rebound by Williams. Jazz trail by 3. Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. From 12 feet out. The shot by Filipowski, no good. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good, Wallace. So Utah ends up going with the new group. And then for Oklahoma City, Hartenstein's checked in for Jang. Holmgren comes in for Wiggins. And it's Williams in for Alex Caruso. He hits both from the stripe. And Will Hardy calls timeout here. And that timeout by Coach was carefully measured. wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. Dort, he's checked in for Waltz. Right now, I've sent it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. Able to listen in on Will Hardy's huddle with his team. Coach is not happy with that three-point battle. He told his team, we're down because they're making more threes than us. We have to defend the line if we're not making them at the other end. Guys?
All right, thank you, David. Here's Collier. Pass to Collins. Markkanen sets the pick for Clarkson. The Jazz need to get off a shot here. And now in transition, here's Williams. Here we go. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
What you love about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is this young man's work ethic. He is a gym rat who's always looking for ways to improve.
Shoot 2.
And the first one at the line is good.
What's been amazing to watch is Shai Gilgeous-Alexander going from good player to now putting his name at the very top of the list in terms of great guards in the league.
Gilgeous-Alexander hits them both.
The way he's shooting free throws tonight, you simply don't want to put him there.
Clarkson against Dort. Now, here's Clarkson. He's guarded closely. Collins kicks to Clarkson. Shoots over Dort. It's rebounded by Hartenstein. Hartenstein's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. And Dort gets it to go.
Well, Dort touched the paint, and he was immediately thinking score.
We've got 1:48 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Clarkson against Dort. 13 feet away. The shot by Clarkson, no good. The Thunder leading by 9. Pass to Dort. Gilgeous-Alexander, a screen on Clarkson. Here's Dort. It's good.
Well, Lou Dort expanding his skill set, now able to run pick and roll action. Go ahead and dictate some offense, Lou.
And Jordan Clarkson is going to pick up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
We've got 1:13 left in the fourth quarter.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces as it appears it'll be a nice win here for the Thunder.
And they're fully in control now, but there were some tense moments, I thought, for them throughout this game.
Listen, they certainly weren't coasting despite what the score looks like. I love the way they came together, though, whenever things started to look a little dire and really put the hammer down.
And so checking out their season record, this game will become their 45th win.
And once the horn sounds, they're going to go up 2-0 in the season series.
And as usual, some excellent work tonight in what was a quality big impact game for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Boy, forget about his stats for a second, right? What impressed me most was his stamina. It seemed like he was involved in every play. And with that kind of activity, I don't know how you don't wear down.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. And guys, they can just sit on the ball here if they want to.
They have earned this win.
Here's Williams again, Oklahoma City.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Well, just terrific teamwork. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for tuning in. And now, our player of the game, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.